Welcome to South Asia Maps, Intellectual Chatriya channel, an educational channel. This is your presenter J. Reddy. Recently, I had opened a playlist called India Boundaries. Under this playlist, I intend to bring the natural boundaries or landmarks that form the boundaries of the districts or regions or provinces or certain areas. As the British started after Pallassi and acquired the territory, and they appointed geographers, Rennell and so on, they start consolidating the territory, mapping and so on. They started the districts. So I thought it will be a better area for my audience to be introduced to this, because nowadays mostly the politicians are drawing the maps of the districts, and some even naming the districts in their name or their father's name. Or this is not very good, so that the audience will have a very good idea about the region and the natural boundaries. Today under this series, this is the part 2. You can always remember this number under this boundaries. River KaramNasha or KaramNasha, very fascinating river. That is a river that forms the boundary between the United Provinces, or now is called Uttar Pradesh, and previously it is the Bengal Presidency or Bengal, Orissa and Bihar province. Now it is a Bihar province or Bihar state. So it's a boundary, KaramNasha river. And the boundary between the United Provinces and Bihar, KaramNasha or KaramNasha. And before I enter into that, and if you are following me at other social media channels, you can go to my YouTube channel, South Asia Maps J. Reddy, that brings the South Asian heritage in the form of icons and maps. I have a lot of meticulously made videos. The interested audience, and they can explore them further. And if you like them, and you can subscribe and also make your comments and so on. Coming back to KaramNasha river, the boundary between the United Provinces and Bihar. When I was reading about the history and the wars the British fought, the major, I first read this word KaramNasha river, where the Battle of Buxar was fought. At that time there is a Nawab here. So let me first go over the context so that the audience will become more comfortable. Here we have Nepalese territory. This is the Tarai, marshy land. The lower Himalayas are called Siva lakes. So this is the Sarayu river or Ghagra river or Sarayu Par region. You have Bahraich and Shravasti. You have Balrampur, Gonda, and you have like Basti, Khalilabad, Gorakhpur, Padravna, and Maharajganj and so on. Sarayu Par region essentially across the river Ghagra river. And this is the Ganga river, and this is the Yamuna river. Ganga river and Yamuna river, they join at Prayag Tirthraj, Allahabad. This is the Bihar, Bengal region, historical region. This is the Rewa district and Sindhi district. These are the Vindhya Pradesh region. This is especially Bagelkhand regions. The princely states of tributary states of Surguja. Now within Chhattisgarh, Surguja district and Sindhi district, Rewa district, Allahabad district, historical Mirzapur district here. Now Mirzapur and Sonbhadra, river Ganga flows here. This is the Benares region. You have a Chandauli, you have a Chakia, and you have Gyanpur, Badohi, and those districts here now. Ghazipur district across river Ganga, that is Ghazipur, Muhammadabad and Jamania, and Balia district also. The Balia district across the river, and you have Balia and Bonestay and all those areas. This is the KaramNasha river. This is there is a mountain, small mountains called Kaimur mountains. This is the Kaimur mountains. River KaramNasha. Also the Kaimur range will be here, And this is the across the river Gandak here, bigger Gandak. You have small Gandak under Rapti river here, small Rapti, Tirhat region, especially Champaran region, East Champaran, West Champaran, Motihari and all those. This is the Mithila region, Darbhanga and Shiohar and all those area, Darbhanga and Motihari. Simanchal, especially Kosi region, Araria, Punia, Shaharsha. So northern Bihar, north of Ganga. South Bihar, I have just showed as a context for you the Patna district here. The Patna district here, Son river here is a tributary, major tributary, comes from the Maikala range of the central provinces, that is Madhya Pradesh. Son river joins here, is the Magad region, historical Magada, Gaya and Aurangabad region, and Magad Nalanda region, and is the Anga region, Bhagalpur and Mangya region. This is the Ganga river and enters into Bengal, is called Padma or Poddu. And this area, Vanachal region or Jharkhand region, Hazaribagh Peninsula here, Hazaribagh Plateau, then Ranchi Plateau and Damodar Trough here. This region is Manbham area historically, like Dhanbad and Bokaro. This is the Singhbhum area. Now we have Tata Nagar, Chaibasa, Gatsila area. This is the Purulia, Bankura, Burdwan called Rar area. North of Ganga we have a Malda district and Gauda region and Dinajpur and Kishanganj and Darjeeling, Sikkim and Bhutanese territories. So you have the context. When I was reading about the battles, I first heard the river KaramNasha, the British general who wrote that book, mentioned. For decades I struggled to find that river in the map. Only now with the Google Maps and all those things, easy to do some research and find out. So I noticed that a lot of people who live there, they didn't care or bother about such an important river, the boundary. They talk about only big river that everybody know, Yamuna river or Ganga river, Rapti river and so on. But this is a very, very important river. Today you will know the boundary between the United Provinces and Bihar. We talked about the Kaimur regions, right? The mountain regions in the Mirzapur and Sonbhadra regions and Vindhya Pradesh here and Surguja region. And Chandraprabha is a tributary, joins KaramNasha or KaramNasha. Durgavati, there is a small river here. And Karunti river, sometimes the river is called Garai. Sometimes people also call it Chandraprabha river also. Very important thing is the major battle was fought on the banks of the river called Battle of Chausa. That was fought in 1539. Sher Shah Suri, Saiful Islam, a Islamic Jilot who ruled that area, defeated other Islamic Jilot, Saiful Islam Humayun, the son of Akbar. He defeated him. That means the Islamic imperialism firmly established. The Afghan Islamic imperialism overthrew Mughali Islamic imperialism. That famous battle was fought here and it defeated Humayun, and Humayun left India. Later he came back and with a bigger army, and after 10 years or so, 15, 16 years, and that's a different story. Again reconquered. Then most important thing is when after the Battle of Palasi, 1757, British has this area, Nawab, under their control. When that Nawab rebelled and went back and joined with the Nawab of Zawud-Dawla and nominal Mughal Emperor Ali Gauhar or Shah Alam II, they all combined and fought a battle against the British East India Company Bahadur. Battle of Buxar, that was fought on this region, because this was the border between the Patna province or Patna region of Bengali Suba, and this is the Awadh region of Nawab Shujawuddawla. So it's a very important battle that totally shaped the society. Winning the Battle of Buxar means they won the empire. Then establishment of Machiavellism and intellectual emasculation of Hindu society, now the secularism, Nehruism, and large-scale Islamic proselytizations and Christian proselytizations, and Hindus reduced to the status of third-class citizens in India, all are interconnected with this very big battle, Battle of Buxar, that was fought on the banks of river KaramNasha or KaramNasha and Chandraprabha. That means historically the river is the border between, here I am showing, excuse me, Audh region or Ayodhya region, the Nawabi territory, and that is a succession state or splintered state of Mughal Empire, and Bengali Nawab, here Bengali Nawab and Awadh Nawab. Afterwards is a border between still Awadh Nawab and East India Company Bahadur, the predecessor of British Raj. Afterwards, excuse me, when the Allahabad province, Agra province were joined together, formed United Province of Agra and Awadh, also called UP. And later, the Awadhi territory was annexed in 1857 during the Dalhousie time. Then United Provinces were formed. So then the KaramNasha river remained as a border between the United Province of Agra and Awadh and Bengal Presidency. So the districts on the other side of Chandraprabha river are KaramNasha river or KaramNasha river. Here I mentioned excuse me, the historical Mirzapur district, the Sonbhadra, Mirzapur now, historical Benaras district, that is Chandauli, Chakia now, Benaras, and historical Ghazipur district, Ghazipur, Mohammadabad, and Balia. Other side, the historical district in Bihar side, this the Patna division of Bengal President, Sahabad district. That district were later divided eastern part into Bhojpur and northern part into Rohtas. Now that is divided into 4 districts actually, Buxar, Arrah here and Buxar here, and Rohtas and Babua here, Babua district at Kaimur here, and Sasram Rohtas district here. So it's a different name. The KaramNasha river or KaramNasha river, boundary between the Sahabad historical Bihar district of Bengal Presidency that I am showing here. When the British built the railway line from Hooghly via Sahibganj loop, that is the Santal Parganas will be here, Santal Parganas. Then you will get a Bhagalpur, Mangyar and Patna that cross the river. At Koilwar, the Son river is crossed, you get Arrah, then you get Buxar on the bank of this river. Then excuse me, it crosses, that is a Chandraprabha river. KaramNasha is not a big river. He enters there and I think it goes to Jamania and eventually goes to Mughal Sarai. That is around about 10-15 kilometers away from Benaras, historic Benaras, because Benaras in the Ganga river. So the railway line didn't cross Ganga at that time. It just takes the southern part like Chunar, Mirzapur, Allahabad and so on. So that is a different story. I am showing that rail link Patna, Koilwar and the Sonpar river, getting into Arrah town, then the Buxar town and Chausa. The Battle of Chausa was fought here, right next to Buxar, I will show you. Then Jamania and Mughal Sarai. So the districts you can remember is Benaras district and Ghazipur district, Jamania, Balia, Shahabad district, Arrah and Sasram and Baua. You can stop there and note them. So it separates the districts of Benaras, Chandauli, Mirzapur, Sonbhadra, Benaras, Chandauli, Mirzapur, Sonbhadra with the Sahabad, the Mirzapur, Ghazipur to Kaimur, Buxar, Sahabad. I will show you quickly the map here. This is the historical map and you can see different perspective. You get a historical Mirzapur district here. Now Mirzapur and Dudinagar and Renukut here. Princely state of Surguja and Khurriya and Chandbaha. This is a Vindhya Pradesh. The Satna and Rewa will be somewhere here. This is the this is the Son river. Son river here is the boundary I talk about later. The Shahabad district and it's the Benaras district. And it was Raja's controls, the princely state, and Benaras and Ghazipur and Balia. So thus is the river and is the Patna and across the Javasaran and Champaran, Gorakhpur, Basti and all those things. And you can see that fascinating river. Here I just highlighted as a context. This is the modern Chandauli Chakia district, parts of Benaras here. The Ganga river goes here and Buxar here you see Balia. The Babua, Sasram Arrah and Buxar here. You can see that clearly there. You can see the Patna, the rail line goes to Arrah, is a Kolwar here somewhere, and goes to Buxar. And Buxar, you can see, I am not sure here Chausa is there or not, but Chausa will be somewhere here. Buxar, yeah, Chausa, Battle of Chausa, where Saiful Islam, the Islamic Jilot, Sher Shashuri, and defeated other Islamic Jilot, Humayun, the Mughal ruler, Buxar and Chausa, and goes to, this is the Chandauli region. We have Sasram here and Babwa, the Sahabad district, Arrah district, Buxar district, Sasram district, Arrah district, Kaimur district are called Babwa district. Now there are 4 districts. You can see the Sonpar river here, or Son river, and you can see that beautiful KaramNasha river here. I am showing a different map here quickly for you can see that river here. Yeah, this is the river. You see the boundary here, they have mentioned boundary. When you say the boundary means exactly 100%, remember sometimes certain villages change. We can see the boundary here and the river parallel now. You can see here the boundary, and east of Chandauli, Mohania, Babua, the Bihar and UP boundary here. Buxar, the river goes here near Balia, it joins its mouth Ganga river. So that is the KaramNasha river or Chandraprabha river or Garai river, the historical boundary between the western side Varanasi, Mirzapur, Ghazipur, Balia, eastern side Sahabad, that is Arrah, Buxar, Sasram, Mohania, where the famous Battle of Buxar was fought. British East India Company Bahadur and the Nawab of Awadh, the Nawab of Bengal and Mughal Emperor. And before that, the Battle of Chausa was also fought. Thank you very much for joining me today. This is your presenter Reddy. This is the series under natural boundaries of the regions, districts, provinces, states in India, and part 2. Today we talked about KaramNasha river, the boundary between the United Provinces UP and Bihar region, historic Bengal presidency. This is your presenter Reddy. See you later in other presentation.